Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Give me live your picks for today's card. And on today's show, I'll picture here from NFL. Well, it's Thursday night football here as we got the Bucks and Atlanta Falcons going head to head. Well, picture here from the NBA. Another light card here with 4 games on the docket. We do have our NBA Cup semifinals matches in Vegas set up. Those, I believe, will go off on Saturday. Of course, we'll have picks from college basketball. If we get a hockey guy in here, we'll have hockey, but don't worry about that. We have plenty of coverage in hockey with live shows as well as our on-demand content on our YouTube channel to check it out. So, guys, make sure you give us a like, a thumbs up right away. It really helps to build up our audience when you do that. Appreciate that from everybody there. And, of course, everyone in the chat as well. Good morning, everybody there. Of course, Ron Hahn in there, Andrew in there. Yes, you got up at 3 a.m. to see Ramon. Yes, that show is picking up steam there. We also clip all the shows on our shorts over on our short side, and of course on our landscape videos. So a lot of great content there. Let's say hello to Chris and get right to the picks since we don't mess around here on the Picks Morning Show. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, no much. Dropped my only play that I had there yesterday with the Lakers. They just couldn't hang with the Spurs last night. They seemed to push the pace a little bit too much for them in that game there. I did catch a couple goal scorers. A couple baseball news things. We see that Pete Alonso is now an Oriole, and Mike Yastrzemski from the Royals is now a Brave. So we get to go watch him this year. So yeah, that was some good news there. But yeah, the Lakers just could not keep up, and of course, OKC absolutely obliterated Phoenix. So anyway, we'll see the Spurs and the Thunder in the semifinals there. So just ready to get to it.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see how it rolls here. Big issues here. The Lakers in a national stage here got exposed with their defensive issues. It's been there, but they've been able to outscore teams. But got them yesterday here in that club game. Kind of derailed everybody. We're looking forward in Vegas to see the Lakers and Thunder. Not going to happen. It'll be Spurs and Thunder, Magic, and Knicks for your doubleheader there in Vegas on Saturday. So should be a lot of fun. Looks like El Nidos will be signing in momentarily. But yeah, it should be some. We get an NBA card coming up, and of course, yeah, Mike Yastrzemski, former. It was a former Giant, right? San Francisco Giant that moved around here. Showed some promise early in his career, but still plenty of career left to see if we can get it going there in Atlanta. Of course, the New York fans are losing their mind right now. Chris losing 2 of their superstars. I know Pete Alonso's up there in age, 31 years old, but I guess they just didn't want to go with that long-term 5-year deal.
Yeah, they just didn't want to pay him, I guess. Yeah, they've lost a couple so far. Hopefully they retain everybody else.
Yeah, they didn't win with these guys, right? They didn't do so. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to reshape the team. I know they have some youngsters that did go to their youth in the in the starting rotation last year. They got a lot of young arms that saw some action last year.
Yeah, it should be good. I don't know. And the Orioles seem to have stacked their lineup there with you've got Pete Alonso now, and you've got Gunnar up there. You've got several guys that can hit. Jackson Holiday, everybody's coming up there. So maybe that was a little bit of a spark they need to get that guy with some veteran leadership in there, and we'll see how they do this year.
Yeah, we'll see how they do indeed, guys. We're going to give you our free picks on the show. Just a reminder that if you're looking for our best plays, our premium plays, click the link in the description. That'll take you over to Tony'sPicks.com where you'll find our best bets and premium plays there. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's get rolling here with the show. I'll need us to join momentarily. We'll go to the NFL here. It's been a disappointing season for the Falcons. They'll be on the road to face the Buccaneers, who's really hit a skid here down the stretch with injuries and defensive issues as well from this Atlanta team. We're seeing here that the Buccaneers will be favored. Open 5.5. It has come down here to 4.5. We're seeing some juice on that 4.5, so maybe we'll see a 5 coming up soon here. Total sits here at 44.5. We'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm looking at the total. Of course, prime time under there. But when you look at the Falcons on the road, 4-2 to the under there as well. And then the Bucks, just the same way in division and conference games as well. So I think we see a little bit lower scoring matchup there. You're going to have to try to figure out who's going to get in the end zone there between these two. So I'll take the under 44.5.
There we go here from Chris. Next up, we go over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'll take a shot on. Well, you could make a case for either one. I just think either of the running backs, but I think the better value is on Bucky Irving here. Robinson, you got to lay. I'm seeing -140 with to find the end zone, but Bucky Irving getting a little plus money, +120. I wouldn't mind taking a shot on that. And then yeah, as far as the other props, I guess I'll have to wait to see how these injury news shake up. Looks like yeah, Mike Evans still questionable, and even if he does play, how effective can he be? But yeah, we'll have to wait on that one, I guess. And should be a good one though. Should be a fun one, and I'm looking forward to this one. But I'll stick to my Bucky Irving touchdown, anytime touchdown prop for now.
Here from El Nino said in divisional game, I always look at divisional dogs first, and I'll do this in this case just basically on the issue here with the Tampa Bay defense. They've just been in horrific form. You look over the past month here, giving up 30 points a game, 69% completion rate, nearly 8 yards per pass attempt. The one good thing Atlanta does on the road is defend. When you look at their defensive numbers, 3.7 yards per rush, they allow 5.5 yards per pass attempt. They place one of the best teams in the league, played them close for a half, and then of course that kicker return just destroyed Atlanta's chances there. I think they just were not able to bounce back from that. But and of course some turnovers hurt them as well. But you're not going to get that type of defense here from Tampa Bay. Again, failing to cover 5 straight. Also been inefficient in the passing game. That's been Baker's issues. There is although the numbers look crooked, he's been able to get the job done, but not so here. Down the stretch here in some of these games. We've seen a lot. We've seen Buffalo go in there, put up a lot of points. But to me, the defense is a concern right now for the Bucs. But I'll look here at Atlanta taking the points. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Mixed Morning Show. Turn our attention over to this 4-game card here from the NBA. As we've got matchups ready to roll here. We'll talk about them here. We'll knock them out here in one block. Let's see. We get the injury report up here for you guys here as we go. We'll knock them out in one block, and then today we'll have NBA. We got Celtics and the Bucks, and then this one we see the Celtics road favorites of 9, total 223.5. Clippers and Rockets. The Rockets, the 10s are gone now, 9.5. There's a 9 in some places, total 222.5. Trailblazers and Pelicans. Well, we got the Trailblazers 4.5 on the road, total 240.5. Nuggets and Kings. It's the Nuggets 10 on the road. Total sits here at 241. We'll take a look at the injury report here for these games. Portland and New Orleans, looks like Klingon, their big man, is out. Henderson, Holiday, Thibault, Wesley out as well. Hanson and Williams out are questionable for Portland. For New Orleans, we got Murray and Zion out, and Poole is questionable. Clippers in Houston, just Jones is out. We know Chris Paul will be released, but he's still showing up on the report because they can't release Chris Paul here just based on NBA rules. But he won't play. On the Houston side, Eason, Finney-Smith, Van Fleet, they're still showing this out. Celtics and Bucks, it will be Boucher out here for Boston. We know Tatum isn't going to play as well. He still shows up. They haven't ruled him out for the season. Some of these guys have not been ruled out for the season. That's why they're still showing up on these injury reports. For Milwaukee, Giannis and Prince out. Of course, Giannis dealing with that calf issues. They're always worried about Achilles when you have those calf injuries. Same type of situation there with Wemby. We've got AJ Green questionable for Milwaukee. Denver and Sacramento. For Denver, it's Braun, Gordon, Strother. All three still out for Denver. For Sacramento, it's Levine, Sabonis out. Levine calling out the team here and the franchise last game out. Schroeder continues to be doubtful there for Sacramento. So we get a start here with Chris.
Yeah, a couple I'll look at here. Boston, Milwaukee. I think we get a lot of up and down on both of these teams here. So I'm going to take over the 223.5 there. I think that's a little bit over that. And then the other one I'm looking at here, that's a big number with Denver, but I think we got to lay it there. The Kings just not covering anything at home. Kings are 2 and what was it? Shoot. I think it was 2 and 8 at home, ATS on that against the spread there. And then we already saw this. They just blew them out, blew the Kings out 122 to 108. So I think we see a repeat of that. I just don't trust this Kings team at home, no matter how many points you're giving me. I think Denver comes in and smashes them here. So we'll take them with the spread.
There we go here from Chris. Move on over to El Nino's.
Yeah, I like the over in that the Blazers Pelicans game. I think we see a faster paced, higher scoring, not much defense type game there. Yeah, I was on the Kings. I see someone had them in the chat as well. Yeah, I like them better with Levine in the lineup, but yeah, he's been ruled out for a while now. I had made my pick before that news, unfortunately. But hey, 9 points is still, well, how many are we getting now? We're getting more than 9 now, aren't we? Yeah, 10s, and yeah, that -10 is juice, so could see more as the day goes on. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot tougher without Levine there. Maybe look at a Russell Westbrook double prop. So you got to lay a little bit of juice for that. So don't love it, but I think you could probably get there without Levine on the court, and just more, ball handling duties for him, I guess. And yeah, Celtics, Bucks. I might lean towards the Celtics there. Yeah, another good one for the Nuggets Kings game. I like the Nuggets to win both halves in that one. Let me pull up the numbers on those. Yeah, I could make the same case for the Celtics. I'm seeing +130 on the Celtics. Nuggets are +115 to win both halves, and I guess you can make the same case for the Rockets too. They should be able to handle these Clippers here, who showing a little bit of signs of life lately, but these Rockets really playing much better basketball here. Should be able to win this one from start to finish. So I'll take all these three big favorites to win both halves there.
And there with the favorites, as Nino was talking, we saw the total get pushed on the Nuggets Kings game. That game now down to 239.5. So movement there on the under in Nuggets and Kings. There, I'll tell you what I like about these games. I'll take the Pelicans here plus the price. I know they got a horrible home record, but the team has been covering really based on their shooting. Again, situations where they get in these high-scoring games and they're just able to cover spreads. So I'll look at the Pelicans here. Portland just 6-9 road team, but when you look at the Trailblazers, they've lost 10 of their past 14. Shooting has been an issue. They just can't shoot right now. New Orleans have covered 9 of their past 12 flashes of good shooting. You look at Portland over the past 2 weeks, shooting just under 43%, 34% from three. You look at the Pels here over this period of time, 49% shooting, 37% from three. I'll look at the Pels here at the plus price and that as a home dog situation. I like Boston, Milwaukee to go over the total. Bucks are 5-1 to the over on the road, facing these good three-point shooting teams. The Celtics have found their shooting touch after a slow start. They've been starting to shoot the basketball. They've won 7 of 12 here on the road this year. Boston has gone over in 5 of 6 behind really good shooting. You look at over the past 2 weeks, Boston 52% from the field, 40% from three, but they're struggling to defend that three-point line, giving up 40% from beyond the arc. I'll go over in that one. Yeah, it's just a lot to lay with Houston here. I'll look at the Clippers at the plus price. Not looking for them to win the game, just looking for them to stay close with some shooting here. You look at the Rockets over the past 2 weeks, just 34% from three. The ugly numbers here with the Clippers, no doubt about this, but Clippers have covered 2 of their past 3 behind good shooting, so I'll take them here in that spot. Yeah, I can only look at Denver here, laying it. Look, Denver's won 11 of 13 on the road. They're averaging 124 points per 100 possessions, a +8 net rating on the road. Sacramento lacks size. They're going to miss some shooters here. The Kings have lost 13 of 16 behind poor defense. Look at the Nuggets over their past 2 weeks, 53% from the field, 45% from three. And over that period of time, Nuggets giving a 49% shooting. I'll look at Denver in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Toix Morning Show. Let's turn our attention over to college hoops for today. As we have what we do this time of the year, we just ask the capper, just give us what you got. Smallish card today, just a few big name teams up on the board. So here in college hoops, we'll start with Chris here. Chris, college basketball, just give us what you got.
First one I'm looking at here, App State versus East Carolina, taking on my Pirates there. We're going to take the points with App State. East Carolina just absolutely not covering anything at home. They're 1-7 to the spread. Also, both teams trend to the under, so I think we see a little bit lower scoring matchup there. It's 132.5 is what I've got on that one. And then I'm going to go the other direction in the Iowa State, 142.5 there. Both teams trend to the over. Non-conference games in that. So I think we see a little bit back and forth between Iowa and Iowa State. And it didn't want to go outside there. It's a little bit to lay there. 11.5 is what I've got. So I'd rather just do the total over in that one.
There we go with Chris. Next up, we move right on over to El Nidos.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lay the 11.5, 12, whatever you're seeing with Iowa State either. So I'll grab the points in that one with Iowa. The other one I was looking at was that UT Arlington, Texas Rio Grande game. Now, Rio Grande has been shooting the ball real well from deep. How long can they keep that up for? Or at least these numbers up, shooting almost 40% from deep there, or at least over 39.1% from deep there. But Arlington, the much better rebounding team, the much better defense, and I think that defense travels and gets the job done for them.
Yeah, from Al Nino. So I tell you what, like a couple about three games for you. I'm going to go ahead and take the Gottliebs here. Green Bay laying the 2. IU Indy already has 2 conference plays, and we haven't seen much improvement from them. They're still terrible. I mean, last in the conference in offensive and defensive efficiency, hitting only 25% from 3, giving 57% shooting inside. At least Green Bay in the Horizon defensive 3-point line that hit 56% from 2-point distance. They make their free throws. Jaguars have failed to cover 7 of 10. I'll look at Green Bay here at laying the 2. I can only lay with Iowa State. This has been another machine as well up there. We look at Iowa State this year, 6 in offensive efficiency, 2nd in the nation in defensive efficiency. And, boy, they're hitting their threes at a high mark here, 44%, 61% shooting from 2. Iowa has some struggles on the offensive glass and will give it up 51% shooting inside. Of course, the team is going through transition with the coach. Remember, McCaffrey had a strong hold on that team for several years, was ousted last year. So we'll see how this transition goes for this Iowa team, trying to put some defense in their game. It may take some time. Cyclones will cover 3 or 4 at home. I'll take Iowa State there at -12. I'm going to take the Mr. Whiskers here, Syracuse team, to lay it. Syracuse, a good defensive team, 11th in effective field goal defense. They defend the 3-point line, give just 42% shooting inside. They have good size. On offense, hitting 57% from 2. St. Joseph's, just 278th in the nation in effective field goal shooting, just 28% from 3. They struggle defensively on the glass. They're not a team that forces turnovers. And you look at St. Joseph's away from home in the road games, shooting 41%, but just 24% from 3. And they fail to cover 5 of their past 6. I'll look at the Qs to get it done, laying that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Turn our attention over to the hockey card for today. Pretty large card today from the NHL. So in the first block, we'll go to El Ninos. We'll just do 2 blocks. Block 1 will just be the 707s. There we got the Lightning and Devils. The Lightning, $1.33, total of 6. Canadians and Penguins. Penguins, $1.16, total of 6.5. Senators and Blue Jackets. We got the Senators, $1.13, total of 6. Hurricanes and Capitals. We got the Hurricanes, $1.10, total of 6. Ducks and Islanders. Here we've got the Islanders, $1.25, total of 6.5. Golden Knights and Flyers. It is the Golden Knights, $1.55, total 5.5. It's the Sharks and the Maple Leafs. It is Maple Leafs, $2, total 6.5. Just the 707s here with Downinos.
Yeah, a couple games I kind of like. One I really like, which is already up on the site, so we'll leave that one there. The other ones I was looking at here, I'll take the Islanders to get the job done here, laying a little bit of juice at home, but really playing some decent hockey there. And not that the Ducks have been impressive all season long, but I just think the Islanders are also the better team and defend their home ice there. Coming off a big win there against the Golden Knights in shootouts, so I think they keep that momentum rolling into this one. Golden Knights Flyers should be another good one there. The Flyers been playing some pretty good hockey. I honestly want to take a shot here on the Flyers to get the job done there. Again, a little bit of plus money at home. This Golden Knights team's a pretty good one. But again, I think the value is on the Flyers in that one. Maple Leafs coming off that big win. I was on the other side of that one. I had the Lightning there. They were starting to get healthier. I thought they were gonna get the job done there. I guess the guys needed like 1 game under their skates before waking up, though. But again, coming off that big win, I think a lot of people are going to be on the Maple Leafs in this one. And yes, they are the better team, but Sharks haven't been too bad themselves, and I'll take them at least to keep it somewhat close. I'll take the Sharks on the plus 1.5 there. And Hurricanes Washington should be a good one. But I think as good as the Capitals have been here, I think I'll side with the Hurricanes to come out on the road and get the job done there in Washington.
All right, let's continue here on the NHL block with El Ninos here on the 26 Morning Show. We'll close out the NHL here with Bruins and Jets. Here we've got the Jets, $1.44, total of 6. Blues and Predators. Here we've got the Predators, $1.21, total of 6. Stars and Wild. It's the Stars on the road, $1.40, total 5.5. Red Wings and Oilers. Oilers, $1.85, total 6.5. Panthers and Avs. We've got the Avalanche, $2.28, total 6.5. We'll close it with Sabres at Canucks. it will be the Sabres, $1.20 on the road, far away from home here. I take on Vancouver, total 6. Back to Al Nidos.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with another big game here. The Stars going into Minnesota here. Two teams that have played some really good hockey here. Stars are coming in on a 4-game win streak. But, hey, they're not going to win them all, are they? And, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they won this one. Honestly, it's not a massive play or anything. It's just a small lean to the value here on the Wild. Should be a great game. Again, don't have too much on this one, but if you really needed to have some action on this game, I'd lean to the Wild to get the job done at home there. The one I'm looking at most, or one of the good ones I'm looking at most, at least my favorite dog in this slot is definitely the Bruins, who've been hot. Still not getting any respect from the bookies there. Pasternak back in the lineup. The Jets still without Hellebuck, so I'll take all the value I can get there with the Bruins to get in, go into Winnipeg and get the job done there. Keep beating up on these Jets. And Oilers Red Wings should be another good game, but these Oilers coming off a disappointing loss. I think this is where they bounce back. One of the more inconsistent teams so far this season, definitely not playing up to their potential. So still think they have a lot of making up to do for this slow start. And I think this is one of the games they start doing just that. Again, ton of value on the Red Wings here. Hate talking anyone off it, but I'd be on the Oilers -1 in this one. Again, you could take them in regulation or even on the puck line if you want that plus money. But money line and puck line for me there. Yeah, Avalanche, this price is getting a little ridiculous. Obviously, the much better team here, the healthier team. But I'll take a shot on the Panthers to get up for this one. I'll take them +1.5 there on the puck line. And yeah, that'll wrap it up.
I'll wrap it up for Al Ninos. All right. We got you through our sports coverage for today. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We started with Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple player props in such a short card here today. We'll go Bijan Robinson, first touchdown scorer there. That's at +450 on one of the books I've got. And then a goal scorer that didn't make the hit list. I just try to keep it at 5. So I'll give you one here is Dylan Larkin with the Red Wings. We're going to take him to score a goal tonight.
There we go with Chris. Next up, El Ninos.
I'll go with the over in the Blazers Pelicans. I'll go with that Bucky Irving touchdown prop in the NFL, and I'll take the Boston Bruins in the NHL.
From El Ninos, three team parlay I have for you today will be on Celtics Bucks over. I'll take the points here with the Pelicans, and I'll lay it here with Syracuse. All right, we got you through our Parlay Pro segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Of course, it says there in the banner that you can visit our site to get our best bets on our premium plays that we just gave you our free plays. But if you click the link in the description, that'll take you right over to Tony'sPicks.com, where you'll find our best bets and more right there on the site for you. So let's see what Chris has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a good weekend of action here coming up this weekend, starting with the NFL for today. So, Chris, let everybody know what you have for sale over at Tony's Picks.
Yeah, guys, get you a best bet in NBA, one of the games tonight, and then I've got you a best bet in Thursday Night Football as well. They're kept it light today, kind of short card. We got a lot of action coming up this weekend, so hop on something there. You guys like that 3-day pass for the weekend that hits Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Could get some games Monday, put them in early there if you sign up for that. So we'll get you that. A lot of action this weekend, so don't miss that. Covering the NBA, college basketball, college football still, and NFL. So hop on something there. 2-for-1 capper. You guys see who's hot. Pair us up. Let's go to work for you. And yeah, don't forget the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you the 15% off of all that. And let's just keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. Yeah, we're with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Of course, you can see best bets up here. 1-day passes. Reminder, 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. 1-day passes or long-term subscriptions. As you can see, long-term subscriptions also available there. So get on board. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what El Ninos has got for sale for today. Action, of course, El Ninos has been really hot to this season here from the NFL. As I'll put up the banner here to let you know, NFL numbers have been outstanding here for El Ninos. So, El, what do you have for sale today over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I got my best bet there in the NFL. If you want to just check that out. Also got my best bet in the NBA as well as the NHL, all sold separately, but you can also get them all bundled up in my Alphabets package. So my best bet from the NBA, NHL, and sorry, NFL, NBA, and NHL. They're taking the books back to school there with the alphabets.
Alphabet's back from El Ninos, especially with all these. That's right. You got all these sports overlapping here. A lot of letters there used in these sports. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. 1 day passes up here, profit guaranteed. Thursday action here. Alphabet's bundling all his best bets in that package there. Profit guarantees again about El Ninos. Or instead, just get those long-term subscriptions. Remember, the 3-day pass is a great way to go this weekend with a lot of action for you guys from all the major sports, especially with all these sports overlapping. No better time to get on board with Al. And, of course, the promo code TonyT knocks off that 15% off. And you can also match El Ninos off with your favorite capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. So check it out there and get signed up here. 2-for-1 capper promotion, another great way to save. All right, guys, over at Tony's Picks for today. I have a best bet on the board. I'm a best bet winner for you right now over on the site. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks and use that promo code TonyT. You'll save that 15% off here on the site. Check out our site. A lot of great capper contributions here from hottest cappers with leaderboards and more, showcasing our top performers. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony Picks Morning Show with live free picks for you here from today's card. And, of course, as I'm doing right now, I'm heading over to our YouTube channel. I want to let you guys check it out, see what we got rolling over there. If you haven't visited it, make sure you go to Tony's Picks. First thing you want to do is hit that subscribe button and subscribe to us. And a lot of great content. When you land on our homepage, you'll find our compilation videos up here. Got college hoops, NBA, and, of course, the game up for you for me. These will be more of your deeper dives here with these videos on the landscape side of the ledger here. Props, this is where you find Chris's hit list. He's ready to roll here with Thursday. NFL and NHL props bundled here in this video, so check it out. Also, props, again, check it out there. Props leaderboard, NFL video picks as well for you right here on the channel. We got some... We've got some shorts for you as well. We clip some of the shows here. We see Ramon here. I'll have some more up there as well. We clip our shows. You'll see some NFL picks, college football picks as well. If we're ready to roll here with some of the bowl games coming up soon as well. NBA and more coming up for you. College basketball. Looks like Ramon's in here with a couple and some shorts for you here. I got some in there as well. A little more deeper dives for you here on some of these college picks. NHL. Of course, Ramon's got you covered on the NHL for today. On the Night Move show, a lot of great content up there from Ramon, so you can see the good look there on the banner there from Ramon. There, a lot of great content from Ramon here on the NHL. He's got you covered. We'll get you covered too for some of the live shows. Fight picks always coming up here from Alessandro. Videos, shorts there from our man Ramon, and there you go. A lot of great content here on the channel, guys. Just really picking it up here for you guys. Live shows, hit the live tab. Watch a replay of our morning show. Night moves here with Ramon here. We got night moves ready to roll here. And, of course, Ramon and DeAndre, a full rundown of the card. That's 3 a.m. Eastern time. So if you wake up in the East Coast, get up in the morning, just watch night moves. That one you'll be able to watch a full rundown on today's card with Ramon and DeAndre. Look ahead show, midnight Eastern time with Alessandro. Get ahead of those line moves with those picks from Alessandro here on the look ahead. Happy Hour with Rod. That one's at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We got the full rundown of games here right before game time. Get those late changes. Check out those steam moves, goalie changes, injury news, and more. Check out the Happy Hour there. You'll see the regulars there, Ron as well as Brian. And, of course, some of other cappers joining on Happy Hour, so check it out. Rod's got the Daily Dangle, a full rundown on the NHL board here, 1 p.m. Eastern time with Rod. So check that out. And, of course, he'll be with you there every day, even on the weekends, giving you the rundown from the NHL. We used to do it just feels that gets you the better information, the goalie news, the goalie information right after the morning skate. He'll get you all the picks for you there on the Daily Dangle. And, of course, just a reminder, guys, you can watch us either on the landscape mode or on the vertical mode. So if you have a mobile device, we simulcast in landscape and mobile. So if you're on either one of those formats, look for us in the format that you work best with, whether you have a laptop or a iPad, you want to check us out in landscape mode, or if you got that phone, the show produces better here on the vertical mode. So we simulcast the videos for you, the live shows in 2 formats. Of course, a lot of great content there. Also, our shorts tab for those of you on the phones, we can give you, or if you like to get the short, quick, right to the point picks, our shorts is full of content there for you guys. So just check it out over on the Tony Picks YouTube channel. Look ahead content from yesterday already up. We also clip some of our shows for you guys. So we are just rocking and rolling here, guys, with content on the Tony YouTube channel. I'm telling you, it's just going to get more and more up here. We are a top 10% uploader for YouTube. So we give you about the most content of anybody in the sports in the sports handicapping industry here. You get a load of content. Of course, Chris, you've been a big contributor here on the show with your hit list on the morning shows, and now we're seeing you some of the reels.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to get out there with the hit list. As long as I've got data, you guys will have a video every day that I can make one. I got you 2 touchdown scores and 5 goal scores out there. So you got 7 total picks today to choose from. I'm always open to see who you guys are taking as well. If it matches what I can find in my data, then sometimes I tail it. So make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and everything, and subscribing to the channel there to get all the content. We've got a ton of it out there. So yeah, you should see my video, of course, in the playlist. The easiest way to find me there, go to the playlist tab and find my hit list there. And then, like I said, as long as we've got the information, you guys will have a video every day.
That's right. So check out Chris's hit list right there. Right, you land on our homepage on the YouTube, just right there, props is we'll find Chris there. Of course, El Nino's, we find you on the morning show. We see some dog videos, but also you're showing up on a lot of the reels as well.
Yeah, just trying to do my best here on the morning shows right now. And yes, we'll be putting up more dog and shorts whenever I get the chance. Sorry.
There you go. So check it out, guys. A lot of great content on the Tony's YouTube channel. Looking for free picks, whether you're on a phone or you're on a landscape laptop or iPad. We got all formats covered for you here on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Tony Speaks Media content, just blazing away with a lot of great content, guys. So appreciate everybody in the chat there supporting the show. Likes and subscribe, and of course, catch up that Ramon early morning, guys. Pretty good show there, is indeed. And of course, we do clip them there, so you guys can check it out there. So check it. There you go. Subscribe if you would. All right. With the here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Any closing thoughts for anybody before we close it out?
Just make it a winning day, guys.
Make it a winning day indeed. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Speaks.